Hello, my name is Simon Chi, and today we have an opportunity to invite Mr. Claudio Uzio, the Indirect Purchasing Manager working in Wärtsilä, Italy, to have an interview for us about the 180-degree podcast program. Welcome, Claudio, to join us today. How are you doing?
Thank you. Thank you for the invitation. Very well, thank you. And it's an honor to be interviewed by 180. Thank you.
All right. Okay. To start with our interview, I would like to ask you to briefly introduce yourself.
Okay. Yes, my name is Claudio Uzio, and I'm 45 years old, and I'm working in Wärtsilä, Italy. I'm located in Trieste, and I'm working for Wärtsilä. I have started working for Wärtsilä in 2007, so it's almost 7 years that I work in Wärtsilä. And my position is Purchasing Manager Indirect Material Italy.
Okay, it sounds very good. And as you mentioned, you have been working for Wärtsilä for about 7 years. How did you start at Wärtsilä, and what type of roles have you had during your career in Wärtsilä?
Yes, okay. I started, if I have to say, I started in 2007. I started my first role in Wärtsilä was like a strategic purchasing, and I was working with the category manager of Indirect Material Italy. That name was Antonio Fortuna. So I started to work with Antonio, and I have started in order to replace, because Antonio was looking to retire in the next year. So I was starting like a strategic position, and after I replaced Antonio Fortuna, and I became category manager Italy. After the organization of Indirect Material was a little bit changed, so we changed names and roles, and I became purchasing manager Indirect Material Italy.
Okay, that's good. And could you tell us how the life and working for Wärtsilä is at your location? As I know, you are based in Trieste.
Yes, okay. Trieste, it's a city in North Italy on the border with Yugoslavia, and it's more or less now in the center of Europe. If you think Europe with the new country that we join the European Union, we will become the center of Europe. In the history, Trieste, it's a city on the sea, so there is a big port, and Wärtsilä here, it's one of the biggest company that we have on the site, and there are more than 1,000 people working in Wärtsilä here. So we can say in our area, it's one of the most important company that we have.
And as a indirect purchasing manager, how did you normally start your day? I mean, your daily work, and how it ends up?
Okay, well, I have to say that I start a little bit early the work in the morning at 7:30 here in my office, and the majority of the time I have to see people, to see supplier, and to take care about contract and deal or spot orders, or all the activities that we need to be focused on for the indirect material. One of the things that probably we need to people understand what we means when we talk about indirect materials, because purchasing are generally in the big company are divided into direct material and indirect material. We can say that indirect material are all the activities and the goods that we used to buy when we need to produce something. Direct material, it's part of what we produce. This is a general way to understand what we define indirect material. The majority of the things in indirect material are services that we buy.
Right. So what's the normal working hours in your location?
Well, standard working hours is 8 hours, but obviously it's difficult to say that we stay only 8 hours. Usually we stay a little bit more. It depends of the day. But the majority of the time it's passed to meet people, to meet supplier, possible supplier, to check the possibility to have better services and best price. But also our day is spent together with the colleagues, because indirect material cover all the different aspects in the company. So we are talking about different commodities or different categories, like you want to talk. And we are used, especially here in Italy, I mean, we are used to sit down with the colleagues and try to understand first what are the needs of the colleagues, or what they are looking for have a good service or find the right supplier. So I have to say that one part of my day it's focused on talk with possible supplier, talk with some opportunities. Another part of the day is to talk with the people in order to create some teamwork and try to understand what's the needs of this team and how to find the good solution for them.
As you know, the IP-Max project is the global one, which is being implemented, in all network companies within the Wärtsilä. As an IP manager, what is your role within the IP-Max project then?
Well, I have to say that IP-Max is one of the most important project for indirect purchasing at the moment. We have already done in the past some project focused on indirect purchasing, but IP-Max it's one of the I can say that it's the most important project that I have seen during the last 8 years here in Wärtsilä. IP-Max is focused on trying to find the benefit in managing indirect purchasing in a global way. I mean, you know that we are in more than 22 countries. So Wärtsilä is covering different countries, different roles, Europe, United States, Asia, something like that. But we are trying to found the good way to manage the indirect purchasing and try to find the best way to have benefit in order to have the best service with the best price in multiply countries if possible. So we try to also teach the other how we have created our personal way of working here, for example, in Italy, and to see if there's a possibility to expand this way of working in other countries, and also to manage some project and to see where it's the good opportunity to find saving and good service for indirect materials needs. Also, I have to say that Accenture is helping us to create the process that we have to use, or as they have experiences in other big companies like Wärtsilä and they have worked, they are also supporting us in find our way that we have to find to organize the indirect material all over the 22 countries. And I have to say that IP-Max it's very important in order also to visibility about indirect purchasing that we have in our company. Now I have to say that the Wärtsilä is not the only company that is looking on indirect spend. And as we know, the economic situation worldwide push the company to try to reduce the cost and to optimize all the services that they required. So IP-Max it's one project that is going in this direction, not only for reduce the cost, but also to create a common process, a common way of working.
Okay, I think you have done a great job and made a great achievement. I mean, of course, it's also the part teamwork. And what would you like to say to Wärtsilä colleagues about the IP-Max, since there's still some work need to be done in the next couple of years?
What I want to say to people is that, like I told you before, the communication of IP-Max allowed to people to understand that there is a focus now on indirect purchasing. And the suggestion that I wanted to share with my colleague is about a little bit the history that I have in my country, in Trieste. If we work in team, if we are open, honest, and we share what we need, probably we can have a better result. I mean, IP-Max it's something that support standard work in Wärtsilä. So we want to help people, and we want to help our colleagues to reach the best service with the best price. So my suggestion to the colleague is, please go into EP Max, take part of EP Max project, because this will be benefit for all Wärtsilä.
As you said, for the past 7 years working in Wärtsilä, is there anyone within Wärtsilä who has inspired you, particularly when you first joined Wärtsilä? Please tell us more about them and how they have influenced you.
Well, I have to say one thing that I repeat also myself. There are a lot of people that inspired me every day, I have to say, because every colleague every day teach me something. And I'm very open on this. I mean, talking with people let you understand the needs, let you also understand that there are something that you have to learn from the people. And so I cannot say there is one in particular, because every day my colleagues see me or teach me something. And honestly, I have no one person. There is one person that I really inspired me, because it's one of, I think for me, it's in a very good position, and it's the president of Wärtsilä Italy, Mr. Razzetto, that I have to say that I look at him like an inspiration. And influenced me because he support me in my daily job, and sometimes I ask support to him. He always the door is always open for me and to everybody to talk if you have a trouble. And this is the one name that I want to say, but all my colleagues here really support me every day and inspire me every day.
All right, I can see that. Right. Apart from job, how do you spend your spare time outside of work? What kind of a hobby do you have?
Well, I have a very particular hobby that I like theater, so I am an actor for theater in dialect in our city. So in our city there is a big tradition of theater, and starting for 2000 I am starting to act like a actor in the theater in dialect. So I spend the majority of my time in rehearsals. I don't know if the word in English is correct, and to prepare show. And this is really spending a majority of my free time.
As Christmas is approaching now, I think it's just a couple of days away. So would you like to send the greeting to your colleagues by taking this opportunity?
Yes, we wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. It's okay?
All right. Okay.
I'm a little bit crazy, you know.
No worries. Is there someone you would like to hear the interview on Wärtsilä 180 degree, and why?
Well, I was thinking about this also, but as I have to say, I don't want to give you a name in particular one, because if I give you the name, it means that I have an idea of I want to listen or something like that. I think that this is very important what you do in interview different people that I don't know. So this is what I would like to hear, someone that I don't know, and discover some other person working for my same company in different country. So I have not a name to say to you, but I'm really curious to go in and see the other interview without knowing the person.
Yeah, I fully understand your point. That is why we have this Wärtsilä 180 degree podcast, and to have an interview with the different colleagues in the different job backgrounds and the location. So that's the good communication channel for people to get to know each other, because we are working as a family for Wärtsilä together. So we will definitely to have more interviews for the colleagues, and then we're gonna share some information together. Okay, Claudio, thank you very much for your time to have the interview with us, and wish you a pleasant day. Thank you.
Thank you.